Welcome to our training session on Fly Like a Pro in SAP Concur, hosted by JTB Business Travel. We believe our travelers should always be well informed, so in under 10 minutes, we will show you how to quickly and easily book your air. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, as you can see, I'm logged into concursolutions.com. I'm on my home page. Sometimes they refer to it as a landing page. And on the left-hand side, I can see that there's a trip search bar. The different icons let me know that I can book different pieces of travel if necessary: flights, car, hotel, ground, and rail. Our focus today will be on flights. And under flights, you can see it's selected because it's grayed out. I can book a round trip, a one-way, or a multi-city. Online booking tools, as a nice reminder, are great, but not perfect for everything. So they're going to be really helpful for simple round trips, one-way bookings, but anything a little bit more complicated, more complex, like multi-city trips with layovers, questions about connections, we will leave those to our expert JTB business travel advisors. So definitely, if it takes you more than 10 or 15 minutes to book, save yourself the frustration and reach out to one of our advisors who would be more than happy to assist you. We're going to choose our departure and arrival. If you had any questions at any point in Concur, they're really helpful with these little question mark bubbles. They're quick help. I can click on it and see if there's any kind of specifications for the things that I need to search for. I'm doing a simple round trip again. And once I type in 3 characters, a list will start to auto-populate, and then I can pick from there. Now, say for example, I was flying into the New York City area. Maybe I'm not familiar with the area. You can type in NYC, and it will give you the option to search for all of New York City area airports. Or if you knew that maybe JFK is very difficult for you to get in and out of, maybe you want something more convenient like Newark, where even though it's not in New York City, it's in New Jersey and is a really good access point. So something like that. If you're not quite sure, our Like a Pro tip says, you know what, pick the general area, and then you can narrow and filter down once you get your results. But if you're a frequent traveler and you know exactly where you need to get in and out of, by all means, you can start to search from there. There's also this neat Find an Airport little bubble. And if I'm flying somewhere I'm really not familiar, you can type in, say, maybe 10 miles from this airport or this reference point, and it'll start to give you those kinds of options. So a couple of different ways that you can search. And then you can choose from the list, and it'll fill in right here. Super easy to do. Picking your departure and arrival dates, super straightforward. It just lets you know what day of the week, so it helps to see and visualize how long your trip may be, right? So you know that you're leaving on a Monday and that you need to be back on a Thursday. You can choose arrival or departure time, morning, afternoon, or evening. Any time will give you the whole span of the day, so that's really helpful. If you're pretty flexible, you just want to see maybe when the most inexpensive flight may be, and you can do your own comparison and then go back and select a time. But it will give you your results based on the search criteria. So it's really important that if you know exactly that you need to leave by 7 a.m., you can go ahead and pick that time frame and then the plus or minus hours. Here is their little nonstop finder, which is a handy tool to let you know if there are any nonstop flights and what time they might be bulked towards. So maybe you're not sure if you're taking a long haul flight, that the most convenient nonstop is overnight at 10 p.m., something like that. That's what I like to use these nonstop little arrow finders for. So again, just to collapse that out, letting you know in green what would be a nonstop flight. And again, we selected any time, but if you knew, for example, you need to leave at a certain time frame, it's best to specify that time. And then here you can see you can search and expand your time window. So if I'm saying I need to depart on this day at this time, plus or minus 3 hours, what Concur is going to do is give me results based on 3 hours prior, 9 a.m. to 3 hours later, right? So 3 p.m. So I have the 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., which is a good portion of the day. You have the option also to add a car, even look for a hotel, but today, again, our focus is on air. You can specify class of service. Maybe you know that you only fly premium economy, or if you want to search by price or schedule. We'll focus more on that once we get the results, because even if you just see the default show me the price lowest to highest, you do have the ability to search by schedule as well. Specify a carrier, very straightforward again. Once I click here, I can choose maybe I'm loyal to Delta only, and I only want to see Delta results, something like that. But we're going to leave it blank so that way we can see all of our different flight results. So as you can see, Concur is very intuitive. It's very user-friendly. Now, what Concur is doing right now while it's loading in that little circle is applying any company discounts and preferences and policies to my results in order to find the best price and maximum content, which is awesome. Because Concur is bringing and searching content from multiple sources, including web fares, which are only normally available directly from their airline site. For example, Southwest Want to Get Away fares. And so this way you can browse all of your flights in one location without having to go and search in multiple places, right? That's not very efficient. So we're all about efficiency, making your life easier, and streamlining everything all together. If your company has any preferred airlines, they'll be marked as preferred or most preferred, and they'll have the discount. So try to book your company's preferred airline when possible. As you can see from our results here, United is marked as a preferred in our matrix and on the flights. So one of my favorite features about SAP Concur is the flight matrix grid, because it allows me to see all the different airline options that I have, how many results, whether it's nonstop, one stop, two stop, and I can really do a price comparison here. You know, maybe the one stop is not worth the price differential, so I should take the nonstop, allowing you to compare, right, Southwest alongside one of the legacy carriers, things like that. So it's a really helpful tool in helping you to make the best flight decision. As you can see down here at the bottom, we have Shop by Fares versus Shop by Schedule. Shop by Fares will automatically bundle a outbound and return flight home, whereas Shop by Schedule is more like on the airline website. You can select what time you want to depart and then the time for the return flight home. If I only wanted to see United fares possibly, you can select that right here, and it's going to filter out in real time. It's very responsive, letting me know all of our different options. And again, you can hop back and forth to Shop by Fares, Shop by Schedule. You're not locked in by any means. Very flexible. So here we can see, you know, departure, return flight home, nonstop, flight duration, economy versus econ flex. Now, say I'm curious about more fares and details, it's very easy to expand. And it gives me a lot more details. What are my different fare options? I can even view more fares. Really important information like are bags included? Is this fare refundable? And am I staying compliant with my company's policy? This check mark says yes. If you have any questions, you can always click on this info as well. And it's letting me know if there's more than one alert, what is permitted. So let's go ahead and select our flights to move forward through this booking process. Now we're going to move through our reservation, and you would have the ability to put your reservation on hold. You'll see in the review and reserve flight process. Here we can enter in all of our information. It's being pulled directly from my profile. If you forgot to add the program, you can add it here, and also you can select a seat. So this is going to be really helpful. Also, there's the seat finder enhancement where you can turn on the seat finder, and if you're not satisfied with your seat, it will constantly look for a better seat and suggest those to you until you turn it off. So that's a really neat functionality. Price and summary, depending on your company's form of payment, it might be billed centrally, or you might have to enter in your own form of payment. So I'm just going to enter in a demo credit card right here, and we're going to go ahead and reserve the flight and continue through the process. So we'll have some options like labeling our trip to make it something that's easily identifiable in our emails, in our trip library, and that way if you ever need to rebook this once more, you have something that it helps you stay organized. So we're going to look at all of those details while Concur is processing all of our information. Now here's a like a pro tip. If you choose your seat and it's something where it's a paid seat, you would have to contact a JTB Business Travel Advisor to help you complete that purchase. So it'll let you know if it is eligible for preferential seating and if you can choose those seats and all those details. Here we just need to complete our booking. At this point you could add car or hotel. We're just focusing on air. It's letting us know the general breakdown so you can review this once more. It's just letting me know that I don't have any car or hotel reservations. Am I okay with that? So it's a great reminder. Yes, I didn't forget, we did intend. Here's our trip description. We can just say this is our flight to visit client XYZ. And if you needed to send a confirmation to an assistant, colleague, personal email, this is your spot to do so. As a reminder, you could put this this reservation on hold until this date and time, but just keep in mind that it depends on the airline, and so it could cancel before the 24-hour hold. Here we can confirm our trip details once more and purchase our ticket. Once we process all that information and we reviewed and confirmed everything looks good, you'll automatically receive a Concur itinerary confirmation. As you can see, we're finished. Great news. Let's go back home. You'll also see it on your home page, your landing page, under View Trips, as well as down here at the bottom right, you gave it that really nice identifier to help you quickly and easily sort through your upcoming business trips. And should I need to cancel, there is that functionality here. If you do see this link, then you're still able to cancel. So as you can see, that's how easy it is to book air in SAP Concur. This concludes our session on how to fly like a pro in SAP Concur, so we thank you for listening. I hope you walked away with some helpful tips. Check out our other Like a Pro sessions for more information on topics like mobile and hotel. Have a great day. Bye-bye.